Hi everyone, I'm Denis and this is my channel DMaker. In today's video, I will show you how to make a simple wood mallet from small scraps of oak. Stay tuned and don't miss the end of the video where I'll explain what I did to make one side of the mallet softer. For this project, I used 2 pieces of oak that are leftovers from my house staircase. I start by making the main part by drawing its shape in the wider piece of oak. The total length, including the handle, will be 36 centimeters. I drill 2 holes with a Forstner bit to create a round connection between the handle and the mallet head. Next, I cut the piece to shape using the bandsaw. Since one side of the boards has a dark stain, I sand it down with the orbital sander. The excess is removed with a chisel for further sanding. Using the main part of the mallet as a template, I outline the shape of the head pieces and cut them to shape. I sand all the parts carefully on a flat surface, especially on the side that will be glued, so that the parts are perfectly glued together. And again using a finer grit sandpaper. Then I round the edges of the handle in the router using a round-over bit. Now it's time to glue the 3 parts together, clamp it down and leave it overnight to dry. I sand most of the surfaces in the disc sander to make them flush. Then I sand it by hand in the rest of the mallet. Finally, a last hand sanding with 240 grit sandpaper to make it smoother. After all the sanding, I use the router with the chamfer bit to chamfer all the edges. I use my branding iron to put my logo. If you want to know how to make a branding iron, click on the link above and check out my video on how to make one. I decided to use a sheet of natural leather glued to one side of the mallet in order to make it softer so that I can use the mallet not worrying about damaging the surfaces. For gluing the leather to the wood, I use contact glue, also known as cobbler's glue. After approximately 10 minutes, when the glue is dry to the touch, the parts can be fixed together. Now, with a new blade, I trim the excess leather and try to keep the same angle as the chamfer on the mallet. To finish, I apply a coat of linseed oil to protect and enhance that beautiful oak grain. I think the final result looks pretty good, and I really think that using glitter on one side of the mallet would be much better to avoid damaging the surfaces. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, please consider subscribing. And remember, you can build it.